Surprise, surprise! We're in Cape Town. You're not doing it properly. Oh dear. So here we are in Cape Town. This is our hometown and we're taking a little bit of a break before the start of our next season. And we thought that we would just show you this beautiful, beautiful city of ours. And let's show you around.
Showing the mountain. That's the Isaiah Gullis, the boat that goes down to the Arctic.
And over there we have the iconic Table Mountain. This area here is called the V&A, the Victoria and Alfred waterfront, named after Queen Victoria and her son Alfred, who visited here. So, back to the story of our boat.
Our boat's in Actio Marina in Greece, on the hard. And that's where we left it for safekeeping.
And in the meantime we are taking a little bit of a holiday, and we are going to be sailing again very soon, but we're just soaking up the sun here in Cape Town on a glorious, glorious
It's still snowing that
afternoon.
It's still snowing in Greece.
Exactly. Snow is falling in the northern hemisphere in April. Can you believe it? So we feel very lucky to be here in Cape Town. At the beginning of today's episode, you will see that we are just leaving Crete. We spent 2 lovely months at Agios Nikolaos Marina in the middle of the town of Agios Nikolaos in Greece, and we had a great time. We spent Christmas there. Our family came out. We were swimming in the sea on Christmas Eve, and then we left. But before we left, we actually lost our camera. And in this episode, we are going to just talk a little bit about the difference between a DJI camera and a GoPro. What is the DJI called? It's a DJI Osmo Action.
Osmo Action.
And this one is a GoPro Hero 10 Black, right? So we'll talk a little bit about the comparison between these two cameras, because we had to replace ours. Both of these cameras are waterproof, but of course the case must be closed. Crucial fact when it goes under the water. And we'll compare the two and see what you think. Right, enjoy this episode. Catch you later. We are Daryl and Kathy, and this is our first season of sailing. Join us on our epic adventure. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and send us a comment. Here we are on the beach at Agios Nikolaos. It's late December and we've got 2 of our boys, Daniel and Nathan, with us, together with Dan's wife Steffi and their baby Andy.
Oh, weird. Is that the baby?
I can take this thing in the water. It doesn't feel right, Daryl.
Steph is going to do some underwater filming, and we have assured her that our DJI Osmo Action camera is totally waterproof.
Just come up for a bit of air because I'm still not convinced this camera is waterproof. We're on Crete, 27th of December, enjoying a last day at the beach before we head back to sunny England. Ooh. See if we can go like that.
And sadly, that was the end of our DJI camera. Unbeknown to Stephanie, when I gave her the camera and assured her that it was waterproof, I had in fact forgotten to close the little compartment here at the side. So my waterproof camera wasn't waterproof anymore. Now we've replaced this DJI, which no longer works, with the GoPro Hero 10 Black. So we thought we'd do a little comparison between these two and see which ones you like best and we like best. I guess the first thing to start with is that the DJI is half the price of the GoPro, big factor. And then next of all, physical features. Well, the GoPro is a little bit bigger, as you can see. I would say it's a little bit easier to handle because it's slightly bigger. The GoPro has its own little feet here, which can be attached to the handle, which is telescopic, which is really neat and easy. The DJI, on the other hand, fits into this little case, which then attaches. It's not a waterproof case, it's just a holder so that you can attach it to the handle. Now, the screens are also different. If I switch on the DJI like this, then you will see that the screen on the back is on and the front screen is also on. That's really handy because sometimes I'm doing a video like this and then I want to go into selfie mode, and it's really nice that immediately I can see whether my face is in the frame or not. Whereas with this one, You can use back screen or front screen, but you need to press a button and there's a small delay changing between the two. So it's not quite as nice. However, one feature that I do like about the DJI is that the battery compartment is separate from the compartment that holds the SD card. And that's nice because you can change the SD card without having to take the battery out. Whereas on the GoPro, let me just switch it off. If I want to put a new SD card in, then I first need to take out the battery and the little SD card, I just press in and pull it out there. Okay, so they're in the same little compartment. Although you could say that the advantage of only having one compartment is it's only one compartment that you have to remember to close. And this makes a nice little click. Oh, you didn't hear that really, did you? But okay, you can see really easily when it's closed. Whereas with this one, you put the battery in, oops, wrong way around. And sometimes the little orange bit stays visible like that. So you might think that battery compartment is closed, but it's not. The orange must be completely gone. Have to push it right in like that. Same with this compartment. That looks as though it could be closed, but it's not. It has to go right in, and there should be no orange showing anywhere. So you can sadly make that mistake more easily with this one. Right. And I think that's about it. I would still get another DJI Osmo because I have a lot of accessories for this one and it's half the price. So it's really useful to still get another one and have it at different angles. But of the two, I do actually prefer the GoPro.
It's early morning in January. The sun is rising as we take our leave of Agios Nikolaos Marina, this beautiful place where we've spent the last couple of months. Today we're beginning our journey back north. We have a lovely weather window, quite unusual for this time of year in the heart of winter, and we are going to fill up with fuel and head north. And the reason that we're doing this now is because somebody has reached out to us and offered to help us to install some new electronics on our boat. But we have to get ourselves to where he is in Lefkas.
Okay, Tim? Open. Okay.
boat neighbors in the marina for buying us these lovely pies, fresh from the bakery, just as we're leaving this morning. Delicious.
There they over there. There they, look, there's a whole pod over there. Must be feeding over there. Baby, I got beautiful shot.
Did you?
Yeah. Hello baby, this is our first stop on the way to Lefkas. Beautiful day, lovely sail, no wind, well, lovely motor.
Early
no
January
wind.
and it feels like summer.
What's the temperature?
I don't know, but I'm
I'll have a look now. So this is a little island we're gonna be at. We're gonna overnight, and tomorrow morning we'll start rather early, maybe 3 o'clock, and then we'll do a long stint tomorrow. So we'll have an early rest this evening and an early start tomorrow. We're gonna anchor now in a moment. Bouncing. Early morning, and we're leaving our first stopover. That is Crete. Out on deck, just doing a watch. That's Scotty steering. Sun rising behind us. Rising in the east, and we're going west.
After starting at 3 o'clock in the morning, this was actually our longest sail yet. Our insurer had now given us permission to sail at night, having considered us to have gained enough experience, and we sailed for 2 days and a night without stopping, each of us taking turns to sleep for a few hours. Daryl decided to have a go at fishing using a line off the back of the boat as we were traveling at perhaps 3 or 4 knots, and he had been told by a fisherman to have a go at sunrise or sunset when you're not going too fast, and he got lucky. Just look at this amazing fish that he caught. This is in fact a bluefin tuna, and it weighs 4 kilos, and we got lots of delicious meals from it.
So one day, Mom, Daryl and I are going to sail into this harbour.
I'm thinking about what you said.
So over there is the SA Agulhas. Where did you grow up, Mom?
In Mowbray. Used to come to Cape Town with my daddy on a Saturday because he used to bring us to his sister
Yeah.
for the weekend.
Where was she living?
Just below Signori.
Okay, just below the hill, yeah.
To us it was wonderful when the bomb goes off. You know, the time.
The cloud, yeah, the cannon.
The 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. Oh,
Do they still do that?
Of course they do that.
What street did you live on in Mowbray, Mom?
Fine.
Vine Street.
Number 8.
Just below the Wall Drive.
Number 8 Vines.
Just below the Val Drive.
The Wall Drive is now dished out like that
Yeah.
because they made the road coming to town.
Yeah?
That is why we were scratched away.
And that was your daddy's house?
Yes, but now we had to move. We had to move. That was with
Why did you have to move?
with the what do you call it now?
Group areas.
The group areas. Came in and
Group
that's
areas.
it. All the colours have moved out.
I think you were already married. You had Terry
I
already,
was just
didn't
got married, yes.
Yeah.
So, and that used to be so. Cape Town, I used to walk to school to Soldier. So
Yeah.
near we were.
Yeah.
And Abby lived in Woodstock,
Yes?
Cape Town.
Uh-huh. And then you told me one day your daddy got a letter in the post saying you had to move. Do you remember that day?
Yes, well, we were all informed, all the. Was a big thing then. I was on.
And where
It
did
was a sad thing because it was a nice place to stay.
and where did you have to go to, Mom?
Then we came down to Bridgetown. We got a house. They got a big house in Bridgetown because I got married, I stayed with him.
Okay.
But not for long. And
Then you were
got the house.
able to buy the house in what is now Surrey Estate. What was it like when you first moved there, Mom? Were there a lot of other houses around?
It was a new area altogether.
Uh-huh.
We
What-
never came down that way. That used to be farmlands.
Uh-huh. Schools, hospitals. Did you have all those facilities there?
They had to build it. It was
Okay.
built straight away.
But there was nothing when you moved in.
nothing when you moved in.
Yeah, it was a long time off.
When I first came to that spot, it was just a farmland.
In fact, the road in front of the house was a sand road.
Hmm?
The road in front of the house was a sand road.
Hmm.
I remember them building the road when I was a kid.
No, it wasn't a nice time for nobody.
And then you couldn't get to work so easily either.
No, then I had to, where we worked, I had to take the train, the bus up to Mowbray.
And then to
Where
Salt River.
I used to walk to work.
From Mowbray.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of things changed.
Mom, I know you and your sisters were great hockey players as well, hey?
Oh, my dad was with the sports and my brother was in the sport. I had two brothers, and one was a sportsman.
And
I
The
David?
other one, Charles, sat at the desk.
Oh.
But you used to play hockey for Western Province, didn't you? And were there three sisters
Three sisters.
in the Western Province team?
Well, I was only chosen, but my elder sister didn't want to play anymore, but she was a crack.
Martha.
But you were the one who was chosen. So it was only you who played for Western Province.
I was chosen.
Oh wow, that's amazing. And your brother was a cricketer, wasn't he?
Yes, he was well known all over.
What was his name, Mom? Eric Peterson. Did he play with Basil D'Oliveira?
That's right. He knows him. You know, when I was chosen to play
Yeah, hockey.
I didn't tell my daddy. The letter came to the house.
Oh,
of my daddy. I didn't even know my daddy said yes.
You can play.
Huh?
You said you could play.
Yes, I could.
And so why didn't you?
I went to Durban.
Oh, you went to Durban. Oh, yes, I remember you went to Durban.
And your boss was quite impressed, wasn't he?
Hey?
Your boss, he was quite
They were
impressed.
impressed at the United Years Tobacco Company. They both got up together and came to me and took my hands. I thought, what is it for?
What did you do?
Here we are at Mug and Bean, and they do the most amazing assortment of cakes. Look at them all.
Well, we've travelled countries and we've also travelled through time in this episode. My mother-in-law, Mrs. Edna Martin, née Peterson, is 94 years old, and she's the only person that I know personally who was a grown-up before apartheid and who has lived right through it in South Africa and come out the other end. And she is one of the most gracious, kind ladies that I know. And I marvel at how history takes its turns and how opportunities that were denied to some and granted to others have all marked our lives differently. Mom comes from a very sporty family. She played hockey for her province, and her brother was a Springbok cricketer who was denied the opportunity to play internationally during the apartheid years because of the colour of his skin. They were forced to move house from the leafy suburb they grew up in to the windswept sand dunes of the Cape Flats. It's shameful and humbling to think of what my people have done to Daryl's people. What an honour and a privilege it is for me to be a part of this family. Please do consider subscribing to our channel. It's a free way that you can support us as we try to establish ourselves on YouTube. If this episode resonated with you, then please give us a thumbs up, click like, and send us a comment. We love to hear from you. Cheerio till next time.